Hey, it's Jordan, and in this bonus segment, we're going to look at some very special Viking-themed comics. First off, we have Northlanders, Volume 1, Sven the Returned. So why should you delve into the back issues and pick this book up? Well, it's 200 pages, and it's only $10. So, that says a lot right there. Beyond that, the art's very good. It's kind of got a early 90s Saturday morning cartoon feel, but more detailed, which I like. The story is interesting, and it's all self-contained. Northlanders has continued as a series. The second trade comes out later this month or in the beginning of August. I've seen two different listings. But even though it's Northlanders, it's a different story. This story, the story of Sven, is completely self-contained in this book. So the main story is that Sven left the Vikings as an early teenager. He returns to find that the kingdom that should be rightfully his is being controlled by his uncle. Think the Lion King, but with a lot more swords and guts and glory. Vikings, less lions, generally. I don't think there's any lions in the book. One of the things I really liked about this book is a definite passage of time. You can see how Sven changes from when he first returns through when the final battles of the book take place, and they might not be who you think they're going to be against. It's really cool to see this very clear temporal shift in a book, something you just don't see very often. Most comic book characters are timeless, and therefore nothing ever changes, but for Sven, everything changes multiple times. So check this book out. Now, to follow up one Viking-themed book, what else could be better than two more Viking-themed books? We have Viking, Issues 1 and Issues 2. Before I actually crack the spine of this book and talk about anything inside, I want to focus on one very awesome thing, the cover. First off, this book is big. If I hold it up against the Northlanders trade, you can see, about an inch wider, centimeter taller. Second, thick covers. You see this right here? That's cool. That's very cool. Third, you can kind of see on the shine from there, but the characters and the logo both have a glossy finish, whereas the rest of the book has a satin finish. It looks cool, it feels cool, it's just different from any other book I have. All my other books are standard size. This is much closer to a classic size comic, and it's very neat. Now, if the art in Northlanders was good, the art in Viking is phenomenal. The art in this book is all done by Nick Klein, and he is amazing. I need to pick up some more of his stuff. You can see that in some of the panels, it's a very sketch-like quality, or in others, like the top one on this page, it's very close to being painted, and it switches back and forth between the book throughout, between those two styles and kind of ones in between, but it all flows very well in that sense. The only problem with that is that sometimes it's a little difficult to tell which character you're looking at. Not that you're confused of, oh, is this guy or this guy, but more of the character's look changes a little bit just because it's different art style. So sometimes you're looking at a character you've been looking at for the last 3 pages, but you think at first it's a different character. The art style reminds me a lot of John Romita Jr. mixed a little bit with, if I'm pronouncing this right, Lineal Yu, who did Secret Invasion, which is in every way a good thing. And when I'm talking about sketch stuff, of course, it's very detailed, a lot of thin lines, and very cool. And the painted work, like in this one right here, it's amazing. So it's very cool too. I like the back cover of that. The main story of the book follows Egil and Finn, two Viking brothers who like killing and pillaging, and comes back to haunt them in a big way by the time issue 2 is rolled around. There's also a side story about a king who I believe is their enemy, but it's a bit hard to tell just because there are only 2 issues in, and his daughter, who's very good with bears, apparently. Unfortunately, like I said, there's only 2 issues out, so I wish there was a lot more. I could compare them more and tell you more of the story, but only time will tell. If Northlanders was a great value, at $10, so is Viking. Viking, it's only $2.99 per issue, and literally, you are getting more comic than any other comic on the stands, unless it's a giant-size issue. It's literally bigger. 24 pages, and the pages are all bigger. So what if you can only afford one? If you can only afford one, go out and sell a kidney. Buy both. It's really worth it. And you'll have some money left over for dialysis, so win-win-win. So that's it for our bonus episode. I'll be back next week with a regular episode focusing on the comics I buy next Wednesday. Have a good day.